Hello and welcome back to Tron Sports Fever 2, the UK modded series, as a double-headed tank engine goes backwards through Barnstaple station. Last time out, what was I doing? I think I was reworking station approaches for Lichfield, and the one that I did do quite well was the one for West Mersey, which is the next station along the line if you continue southbound from this station here at Barnstaple. And I realised that Barnstaple itself is going to be quite a big job. So today's episode is going to be focused only on Barnstaple, because it is going to take probably near enough an hour just to get this properly done. I say that, now watch me get it done in 15 minutes and I'll be like, oh well, that was easy. But anyway, yes, make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started with reworking all of this. Of course, after the intro I will set up some cameras, take some screenshots so that when I do get the new station I can do a before and after comparison. I think it looks quite decent in this configuration given what I had when I built this some 100 and something episodes ago, but with the mods that are now available I think I can do much better. Right, well, the first thing I've got to actually do before I even make those is apparently we have two trains that are stuck. This one here and this one here. Now, I have no idea why. Well, I know why this one's stuck, because this one is not even in the station it's supposed to be in. I have had some difficulties doing this. As you can see, this isn't yet complete. I did say I was going to try and sort this out. This is not yet complete, but it is slowly getting there. I've reworked the road here, and instead of trying to adjust it, I've just done a full rework, moved things along, and I've sort of tried to improve this section as well with a higher speed. So I do have things in motion along here. This branch line is probably going to stay exactly as it is forever. Anyway, let's get all the way back to Barnstaple. Oh, I have also gone ahead and started double tracking and working out the 4 tracks for various different places. So for example, I want this to be 4 tracked from here. This bit, the double track is ready, it just needs to be connected and signalled. This bit I need to work on a little. This is all done. There's the double track all the way along for that as well, and then I just need to connect it there. And then I am considering 4 tracking this approach through the tunnel, so I'll need to work my way through that. But anyway, let's go back to the point of this video, and that is Barnstaple, and start getting a few screenshots. So I think that's a pretty good screenshot to show the overall improvement, whatever it shall be. So there's one. I might as well do that and take the screenshot. There we are. Let's go over to here and let's go. That's probably another good angle for a screenshot. Yep. So we'll do that. Let's go around to a lower level there. That might show something off. So somewhere around here. That looks good for a 3rd screenshot. Let's go. Maybe that will do for a 4th. Just a little bit closer. One of these may also end up becoming the thumbnail, so there is that as another option. And I think the approach through here is also a good one to do with a little bit more in the way of zoom. There we go, because all of this is probably going to change as well. And I think, from this sort of level is another pretty good option with, is that 35mm, is that correct? Yep. There we go. Let's try. Oh, it's bad angles. Maybe like that. It isn't going to show everything, but it shows. There we go. Just about see the whole station up there. That actually does give it a fairly realistic look, and that is the other reason I did this. So this is going to be Barnstaple rebuild. Save that. Excellent. Right, now I can get on with it. So, first off, check that all trains are out of the way. So we have a train coming in there, train coming in there. Let's go ahead and move those out of the way. And whilst I am doing that, I can show you some of the things that I need to do. So this is the station that I'm looking to use. That one right there. And it is an LMS style. So when I click on it, there you go. No, actually, I don't want the LMS one. I think I would like... Ooh. Southern? No. LNER? I think I might want LNER. I'm going to decide this, and the reason for this is that the colour of this may be quite important. So this is fairly dark. This is a fairly dark colour, and the reason it's important is because I'm going to be using not invisible dams, no, these. And if the colours do not match, which as you can see they do not, it's going to look really, really odd. So I need to figure out what station colour this is supposed to be. Is it you? Is it Great? It might be Great Western colours. So if it is, I'm just going to obviously have to put the Great Western colours in. Could be Southern colours. No, it definitely is not Southern. LNER looks a little bit too sandy. I think it is going to be that colour. Okay, well, this is the station that I'm going to be using, and I'll be doing some configuration on it, and you'll hopefully see how that all pans out. Right, you're coming in. Once you are in, that will be the last. Will that be the last train? Actually, wait, stop. I can probably stop this here. Are there any trains that will be behind these? There is that one. Where are you going? Barnstaple as well. You'll be coming into Barnstaple. The reason I'm trying to get these in and out is because I need to rework all of this. All of this is going to need a rework. So I'm hoping this train ends up stopped. So let's go ahead and pin that. Actually, I can probably stop too. No, because there's already right, the train's already got into Barnstaple. I'm going to stop this one. If it gets to here, I'm going to stop it. Because I do not want it progressing past that point. Then there is nothing else. That one I do not care about. That one does not matter in the slightest. And there is nothing else coming aside from that. Okay, good. So, as fast as you can go, please. That one's on its way out. Will you get past that? Hopefully you will. Quickly as you can. Come on. Taking your time. You are approaching the stop point. You have exited. That is good. You are still approaching the stop point. Oh, can I let this one go through as well then? No, it's probably best that I do not. So I just want to get this one out. And this is all I need. I just have to remember that I've stopped a train. Just have to remember I've stopped this one. There we go. Right, you are now stopped. You need to get out of here. That one is now leaving. There is hopefully nothing behind. There is nothing of consequence behind. Yep, there is absolutely nothing of consequence behind, so that's good. Just need to get this one to go past here, and then I am clear to pause this and start demolishing things. It doesn't matter, it will not reach this bit in time. Before I pause this anyway. Okay, and I think that is a good enough point to press pause and start working on the demolition. In fact, I might want to take another screenshot, for example, just from here. Because this is most likely going to change as well. In fact, not most likely, this is going to change. So we'll go ahead and take yet another one. We'll add that to it and replace. So now we have plenty of keyframes to work with. Okay, good. Do not unpause this now. So the first thing I need to do is demolish the station. This is going to be tough. Everything's going to start throwing up warnings. Ooh, it's still trying to demolish it. There it goes. There are the warnings, and everything has suddenly broken, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and break this section. And I'm going to go ahead and break this section here too. There we go. Up to, yep, sure, that will do. Oh, there are little, I'm sure I've got some weird, there they are. That is going to be awkward. I'm going to have to find those and try and delete them. I should have thought of that. Should have thought of that first. Okay, no, we seem to be all right. Right. Bulldoze, bulldoze, bulldoze. There we go. Just push this back. I'm probably going to get rid of... Oh, not that house. Well, goodbye house. That was a mistake. Didn't intend to do that, but there we go. It's gone. Oh, goodbye another one. Another house. Oops. There we are. That's that section pushed back, and apparently there was something here. How do I get rid of that? Whatever that is. Ooh. How do I select whatever you are? I have no idea what that is, and I'm slightly concerned about it. Let's try to hover over it. No. Okay. Track street deleter. It's not that. The bulldoze plus plus. Here we go. What do you see? You see a type question mark. Get rid of it. There we go. It's gone. Thank goodness for that mod. Right. Now we can go ahead and this is all going to go. Unfortunately, this can all disappear. That can disappear. That can disappear. And let's go ahead and. Do you know what? I can probably now use this to turn this into a. Is there any point in this being a main road? I don't know. Let's maybe take advantage of that situation though. See if I can upgrade this to a main road. There we go. With trees as well. Not just a main road without trees. No. Main road with trees. In fact, I probably want. You know what? Let's just turn this whole section into a road with trees, shall we? There we are. Make it look a little bit better. Good. Now, time to put this particular station in, and it is going to be a little difficult, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is that's lined up correctly. That's the direction I want it in. Now what I need to do is I need to try and lift it. And this is where it's going to get quite problematic. So, because I need to lift it, it's going to cause me some issues. But I'm hoping that somehow I manage to make this work. And I want this at. So I do not think it needs to be as high as that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop it down a little now. And I'm going to try to get it so that, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'll work on this by doing the following. I'm going to click it like that. I'm then going to press configure. This is for testing purposes to see just how low this needs to be. And the answer is it needs to be a little bit lower than it is. That's fine. Absolutely fine. And also, looking at where this road is, that road is going to have to completely disappear too. So we'll get rid of that road, get rid of this entire area, and rework it from here. So it needs to be a little bit lower than what it was, which was, it was at 13.1. Let's bring it down to 10. Let's bring it down to 9 actually. And let's see what's at 9 meters. How does it work? So let's go. I did say it was supposed to be Great Western, didn't I? And what am I doing? I want this the opposite way. There we go. I want it like that. Now you might wonder, well, hang on. How's that going to work with the collision of the module? It doesn't matter. That bit is not something I am particularly concerned with. So what I'm going to do is push this to, let me say there. Good. And then configure, and this is the bit that I need to check. That's way too low. Why is that as low as it is? Okay, but what I can now do is I'm going to use the move it tool for this construction, and I'm going to lift it up. Let's lift it up 4 meters. Up we head. There we go. And this should now allow me to configure. Oh look, that suddenly works how I want it to work. In fact, that tells me more about how I need this than anything else. What I'm now going to do is I'm actually going to demolish that. I'm going to I'm going to make another adjustment. Oh, I can move the whole thing. Okay, good. I'm now going to make an adjustment of... No, not 4. You can have that at 0. In fact, bring it down 1. No, it's a little bit too low now. No, let's bring it... Let's bring it up 2. What am I moving? I don't think I'm moving the whole station, am I? Oh, I may have made a mess of that. So let's check what height this is at. 11.7. Let's try that again. So it is going to take a few attempts, sure. So I wasn't incorrect in my thinking that, yeah, this is going to be somewhat of a problem. Let's bring it up to 12 meters? 11.5. 12 meters. There we go. That's decent. And just trying to get a better rotation on this. So is that the best? Does that line up properly? I do not particularly know. That seems to line up a little bit better. So I'll do that. And then I'm going to push this over. Not so far away for this. I'll make this connect somehow. Maybe that. There we go. I will then go that. Put that in there. Now I could place this here. But what I'm going to do instead is see if I can place it here. There we go. Other way. Like that. Those can be the entrances, and then same thing on this side. Like that, and honestly I could put that one in, but I'm not sure it's just going to be empty on that side, so I don't know how to... I'm not sure how to make that work a little bit better. So yes, small issues to work through. Then I've got this. Now this is obviously not ideal, but there might be a way to fix this, and then just have a small building up there. So that's clearly a station. That is a railway station. What I now want to do is, let's see, there is something with retaining walls somewhere. I've seen them. There they are. This is what I want to try and put in. So, we can have ones with windows. We can have ones with... But how do I make it so that I have an idea? I know what I want to do here. I know exactly what I want to do. I just do not know how I'm going to pull this off. That's no good. That could work. There we go. So that's a little bit too far in, but that there could work for me. So how do I make that active? What, just do... If I do that... Oh, and pillars only on the right. Like that. And then on this one, pillars only on the left. No. Hello. What are you connecting to? What do you happen to be connecting to? That's a good question. Point to the terrain. No, I don't want to point to the terrain. I want to point to... No. Oh, you know what? Wait. It's not pillars on the right, pillars on the left. I can do both, but make this a lot bigger. I mean, if that had an outside tunnel texture, that would have been fantastic. But I understand why it does not. Right, I've got this. Do that. Do that. How many... okay, well, which side do... Well, make up your mind. Ah, there we go, there. 7. No. No. 8. Oh, make up your mind, please. Otherwise, I'll have to do this manually, and that's going to be a faff. I just want it on... No, on the right side of this. No. On the right side of... No. This. I had it before. No. So what would happen if I did... Why does it do that? Okay, I have options. Point to the terrain. Please let me point to this. I want it on the correct... No. Okay, what happens if I do that? And then can I use this? I can. Maybe this will help. So I want you to move. Let's see. That's way? Yes. That's way. I mean, it's almost worked exactly as I want it to work. It's not the... It isn't perfect. And if I did that, it might not work quite as well. But I'm going to keep trying. Because I think this is important to try and make this work. You bring it further a little bit more and move it across just, oh, not that far, maybe just 2 blocks. Okay, now you are too far in the opposite direction. This is difficult. Okay, better idea. Much better idea. Why am I struggling with this? Let me first sort out whatever this is. How do I fix this particular mess? If I can figure that out, then we will be okay. Because I could put exactly that there. Then that would open that up and I can just put walls underneath. That's probably a bit too big, but still. See, I can do that, and now it is open, and I can actually place custom walls. So I can do this properly, without trying to connect it up. I can go, right, let me... Ooh, no, stop. Yep, let's do... Stop trying to connect up. Stop trying to connect up now. Let's say that. And at the right angle, I can say let's actually rotate it around to match the angle. In fact, I can even make this 14 meters should I need to. Let's make it a little bit narrower. It's a little narrower tunnel. And I can do... No, 20 meters it is. I know why. Because I don't want to run into further trouble. But I can do this. Come on. Place. There we go. So I can place that. That is now easily cleared for me. I don't know... Is there a better way of doing this? I need to figure this out. If I then remove that, what does that do to... It sort of almost fixes the tunnel anyway. And here I can do flatten. There we go. No, that doesn't want to do that. It will smooth, but it will not flatten. That's annoying. Because that's what I want to try and do. I want to try and flatten this bit, all of this. Can I build... Okay, stupid question. But if I was to demolish that and put that there, and then put... I'm just going to try and put a passenger building. I don't know how this is going to pan out. Oh no, it is... No, it is bad. No, that's bad. What if I put the passenger building in first? No, wrong passenger building. Which one was it? Great Western. So if I put this in first, what if I put two of them in like that? I might be able to do something here. I might be able to do something. Wall. Where are those walls again? There they are. Right, you. Oh, it isn't the best, but I think I can make this work. Here we go. I think I can make this work. Turn it like that, and I can even do... What kind of wall texture? Not that one. Not that one. I can do something that would go well with this. Not those. Not that. Not wood. What's that? I have no idea what that is. But I can come up with some idea here. So yes, this is taking as long as I thought it would take. But there we go. That's not bad. That might fit reasonably well. And then, so what I need to do first is I need to somehow get this to... Right, height-wise, what are we looking at? So this is... This bit here is 4.1. 11.4 is what I'm after. So if that's at 11.9, because that... Yeah, if I hover there, it's at... Oh no, it's 11.9 as well. No, 11.6. Okay. Not that. Down. Is that 11.6? Oh, this could be reasonable. This could be very, very reasonable. I'm sure I can change these as I see fit. It's a station. It isn't terrible. It is a station. And oh, where have those walls gone? Wall. That one. Okay, this one could be trouble. Actually, maybe not. I can do like a double pillar or make it go up here. No, it's going to have to be some weird setup where it tucks in something like this. I may have an option out of this too. Potentially I might have an option out of this. Do that. It's sort of working. Just realised these are actually blocked. Have I used the wrong... I'll find out. And the same thing on this side. Let's not mess around too much. Autosave is already kicking in, although I know it's nowhere near the time. It's just... I had this running before. Let's go ahead and do... Should we do that? Oh, that didn't work. Oh, no, wait. Autosave is running, of course. You can see how difficult this is. This simple... Just this simple setup. It isn't... Right, okay. It is better. It is definitely better. People can get to the station. Now, let's do some configuration here. What is this? Is supposed to be 2.5, right? Does that let it... may not... And what, this is 2.5 as well. And it's probably not enough to go all the way through. Okay. I'll figure something out there. That's fine. How about this? How about this one? Lift up. No, lift up. I can just do no pillars. See if I can tuck this in. No accessories, no pillars. Oh, that is what I should have done with these. Should have no accessories on some of this. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what is what. I do not want this to show that bit over the track. There's no other... there is another potential viable option. What's the back of this like? Oh, it's invisible. It's well built. That is why it is invisible. I'm just wondering if I can do something here. Not sure. Not sure at all. Is there anything else I can make from here? There's I know there's one thing I could do. Where is it? These ones would be too high up, right? Yeah, these are really, really high up then. Although having it off the side of this... Okay, hang on. Having it off the side of this like that may be my saving grace. It's not going to I mean, would that work? That could be my saving grace for this. In which case, what I need to do is, and this is going to ruin everything, but I need to... Wait, no, check this first. Check it first. So make that smaller. Yeah, make this road smaller first before we do any movement. Just to check if this is going to work the way you think, or the way I think. Where's that plats for that one? Oh, it does. It does work that way. So I could place, let's say, that's the standard booking hall. I'm just going to do a booking hall without stairs, a waiting room, effectively. There. I could place that there. I'm not sure why exactly it's covering that the way it is. But that can be, I don't know, another waiting room. And if I budge that along just a touch, I can then put these things right here in front of it. And that would build up this station properly. I can even place these in here, maybe. So these are, you can see what the struggle is. Let's try this. That ooh, hang on. Can I do multiple constructions? I can. This could help me enormously. Not you. You are staying where you are. Okay. All I want to do, reset all of that. All I want to do is move this. Is it in the X direction? No. It's in the Y direction. 2 blocks. Oh, why did that move that all out? I didn't say do that. It's better than... It could have gone worse. It could have gone worse. And then I can go back to... Ooh. Upgrading this. This isn't... It's not terrible. It's not terrible. There. Back to upgrading that. I don't mind moving it another block out. I do that another block? Sure. Yep, let's move it another. Not sure why those moved the way they did, but that's okay. Another 2. Move it another 2. There we go. I know why. These ones, okay. I understand perfectly. You. -4. And 4, please. It's the way these are. There we go. Perfect. And you, or close to perfect. Which one is it? You move, not that, just wait. You move -4? You haven't moved at all, have you? Is it -4 that you need? Yep, sure. Let's try it. Now you can move a little bit more. Try again. Another -4. No, that's a bit too much. Whoops. Try again. +2. Okay. That's reasonable. That was probably better, but I'll work on it. Right, that opens that bit. Good. I can then try to flatten this bit. No? Alright, I cannot flatten this bit. I can, however... Why are you suddenly that far out? How weird. Oh, everything is going to be wrong, isn't it? Because of how I've moved. No? No, these ones are all okay. How strange. How very, very strange. Anything else I can put here? See, I could actually forego this whole thing and put a proper tunnel in. That's the other option. That is the other option I have, a proper tunnel all the way through. But I do like how this is set up. Okay, let's leave this like this for the moment. Four tracks, I think should do the trick. If it does not, I'm going to go through all of this hassle again. I will probably build a road right here. No. Well, not that. Not that either. That will do, and you know what? That will do. Good. Might be able to put a bus station here or something. This bit I'm going to have to work out. But it looks better. It does look better. Let's go ahead and immediately configure these with faster. What speed could I do through this? Okay, before changing those, let's rework these speeds, shall we? I think this is going to be deleted. This gets to be deleted. In fact, this entire bridge is gone. And this is why I did not I did not do this and connect this up. Because I knew something was going to change in this area. Just was not entirely certain what. Right, good. Bridge heights can be very, very low. Let's see what sort of speed I can take. We'll start with 100. 100 into that. It can do 100 into that. Great. Let's look for the right type of bridge colour for this. That is not it. That is certainly not it. In fact, let's just go through every bridge. No. That is wrong. You go away. No, oh, no. Let's try again. There we are. Every bridge, once again. Every bridge type. Invisible bridge. Well, yes, but that's not an option I want. That bridge is broken. That bridge, no. That bridge, no. Where's that bridge that I do tend to prefer? That's that one. Which could actually work. This is all pretty low. But that's, you know what, it's fine. I can actually potentially then lower this climb. This gradient can be lowered too, which is good. That bridge could work. Let's look at any others. You. Now that bridge all the way in, I know exactly which one I could use of those. Where is it? That would do the trick. All the way in. At that height. It might work. It might just work. Okay, let's have a look at anything else we have available. This bridge. Nope. That's a big no. These ones, this could work. And I know the colour for this too, so it's that one. That's too big. That's the big variant of it. Where's the small variant? There we go. And I can always put... I can manually place pillars on this too. So instead of it, for example, it's put 2 pillars there. That's the only 2 pillars it's put. I could put whatever pillars I want to on this. I did want a stone bridge though. That's the only other issue. I did want to put a stone bridge in. So I guess we're going to have to try to stay with the stone bridge. Is these... No, that's not what I meant to do. Right. Whoops. Because none of these are now going to... Okay, somehow they're working. Now, see that none of them work. It's all bridge pillar collision. That's a pain. I guess I can have a look at... Now I'm going to demolish the bridge and start again. Go away. Go away, bridge. Not building, sorry. Right. Try again. At least I know 100 miles per hour is going to work. That's good. Now let's try these. None of those. None of those. And the sandy colour one, this one sort of works. It isn't quite the right colour, but it does sort of work. Mind you, so does that one. It's tough to figure out just basic bridges. That one might be the closest option to what we've got. So I might need to take... In fact, I think I am going to take that. I think I am going to take that and figure out where these collisions are. So there's one right there. So I'll figure that out. And then I'll work from there. So anything else I can take that's similar. No. So what colour is that? This one's not a horrible colour either. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for the style now. Which one was it? It was that colour, right? Or was it that colour? It was that colour. Alright, let's see if I can find that reddish one in... Oh, there it is. I do prefer these medium spans. So, the problem we have is right here. So let me see if I can fix this. So, break that, and that, and that, and see if I can connect you to you without... There we go, job done. Without a bridge pillar collision. Now what I'm going to do is rework the height of this. So, where are we down here? 38. Where are we down here? 41. Wait, this is all downhill the whole way through. 20. It is. Okay, that's fine, because I'm going to take the trusty asset that always works. I'm going to select from here to here. Other way, thank you. Do not check collisions, just equalize that. Oh. Oh, well, alright then. That wasn't what I was expecting. That was not what I was expecting at all. But, oh well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do the same for this. So 100 miles per hour through this entire section, which is excellent. Now do not bridge pillar collision me. I know you can do it without it. There you go. And then for this one, I'm going to try and split it here. This is where the difficulty might arise. Well, where's the collision? Right in the middle of that. Can I split it earlier? No. Split it here. There we go. That will do. And do that. And then push this back as far as I can take it. There we go. And try again. Good. I guess this is how we're going to do it. That is very, very long. I'm going to have to make some adjustments there. Now, this side. Oh boy. Let's see what sort of chaos ensues here. So it's 100 into the station. That's maybe something I'll have to revise. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back to there. I think that's a good spot to. Actually, no. I'm going to bring it back to there. I could bring it back just a little bit further too. Just do that and go straight. There, keep that flat. For now, that's 100. That's fine. I know that the other one's also at 100 or something. Why is that so wobbly? Okay. And now to see what sort of chaos ensues with this. 60. I could actually get through this at 60. That's fairly impressive. I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. 60 through there is pretty good considering what trouble I thought it might end up with. Okay, I will rework the speeds shortly. Let's open this up. like that. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. All wrong. All wrong. All wrong. You've ruined everything. And you know what? I think, pending some testing, I could call that an end of an episode. Right there. I think that would be pretty good. So what is the length of this approach? That's the other thing I need to check. Half a mile. So that would be a half a mile approach. Can I improve that? I have to look into it. Right, you. But no. From there. Well, there is a spot where you will not collide. There you go. Well, apparently you will. I'll fix it. I'll work out how to fix it. But there are a few niggles still. So, for example, this bit. Can I figure this out? Let's see. Oh, and I might want to put a roof on this. Yeah, that's something. So that doesn't really help. That does not help. No exits ones also seem to not help. None of this appears to help the way I want it to help. So that's a bit annoying. Right, what was the roof that I had previously? Wasn't that. Wasn't a generic roof then. It must have been some other kind of roof. Wasn't one of those. Where is it? Maybe in others? Other miscellaneous. Oh, could I maybe make something happen with this? To clean some of this up? No. And no. Now the answer to that is a resounding no. Oh well, that was one of these. I just have to figure out which one it was. It wasn't Hull. I think it was Manchester. It might have just been this one. I think it was that one. So I know this looks, maybe makes it look a little bit odd. But I think it's kind of important to... Well, why are you doing that? Kind of important to have this. Oh, and then it won't go on these because... Oh. Well, that's slightly annoying. Maybe if I put... Right, okay. If I replace you with... Oh, it's going to look weird under here, isn't it? It is. So I'm going to have to place you there. That's okay. I'll do that. Then put this back on. No. Get rid of you. Get rid of... Oh, it would have gone. No, it would not have gone. It might have gone. I'm not going to question this any further. But then what about this bit? This bit just looks so awkward. How do I fix that? That looks so awkward. It's actually going to look really weird and out of place. It does. It does look really, really weird and out of place. Well, I may not end up keeping that, but at the very least, who's complaining? Could not connect all stations, but this is Barnstaple now. And you are connected. It could be because of... Let's just go to Attenborough to Barnstaple. Are there any trains that run in this? I guess there's no reverse. Is that what I need to sort out? In fact, what I can do... Aha! Idea. Let's go ahead and make a split. Here, 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 and here. Let's destroy this. Yeah, destroy it. That. Okay, well, that's gone a bit weird, but it's fine. You are no longer a bridge. You are that. As are you. You're going to copy. Just... what? Alright, do that, then do that. Okay, fine. You are no longer a bridge. You are that. And you are going to copy. I'll figure this out. This is a mess. I will figure out how to fix this mess. It's going to take a few moments, I'm sure, but I'll figure that out off camera. What I'm going to do is have quite a big, there we go, 25 miles per hour. In fact, no, yes, this is going to be how I want it to work. Why are you, what's wrong with this? No. You should be okay with it. There you are okay with it. Good. And slip some of these. There we go. Those two are slipped. Okay. And with that, that's an odd size because of that as well. Well, rubbish. With that, I'm going to end this video, but I'm not going to play it because obviously things are broken. Let's go have a look at some of the pictures and take some new screenshots of the area. So that looks a little bit better. That actually looks a lot better if I can figure out just how to get the edge of this working. Now there's a massive bridge here. Right. So that's sort of in the way of that picture. That looks a lot nicer. So that's great. From there it looks a lot nicer as well. There has to be a mod that will do what I want it to do. That looks bigger. And that looks a lot nicer. Excellent. Well, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on... Who are you? Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Any suggestions you might have. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. Suddenly, everything is back up and running, it seems. Well, that wasn't all too difficult. So there we go. That is all from me. I will probably be fixing some of this. Welcome to New Barnstaple Station, which doesn't actually look as good as I want it to once I'm looking at it up close. I'll fix all of these little bits, for example. This side's working. I need to work out what it is on this side. It's this, isn't it? I put something here. There it is. Oh, then it goes all the way over. Okay. I need to look into this. But there we go. That is all from me. Unfortunately, not the greatest, but it has done enough to get this running. And I shall see you next time in Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series.